Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. Now, if you saw my very tall, slim twist and close boxes the other day, you will know that I said that there was a project left over because I needed a piece of paper that was 8 by 12 for that project. So if you didn't see it, go back and have a look at it. Look at it here on YouTube. But this is today's project. This is the leftover piece of paper that I had from that. Because I made my original sample and I was like, what can I do with that? I know, I'll make a fold over box. So this box actually opens up like that. It opens up that way. And I will show you as I'm going along. Now, here's the funny thing. I deliberately kept the piece of paper from the one that I made on camera to show you, and then I've used it. So let's go with something completely different. So this is the amazing Share What You Love designer series paper, which is just beautiful. I'm hoping you can see the foiling. Foiling? I can't speak. You can just see it along this part here. Absolutely beautiful, and you can see it on these flowers. I'm going to show you how to make it. Right, so as I said, 4 by 12 inches, 10 by 30 centimetres, and I didn't get a stylus out. Let's get one. So on the long side, score it at 1 inch, 5.5, 6.5, and 11 inches, and that in metric is 2.5. Yeah, 2.5, 13 3/4, 16 1/4. 27.5, can't read my notes, look, it's written onto this bit. 27.5 centimetres, brain, exited the building. On the short side, score it at 1 inch and 3 inches, and that is 2.5 and 7.5 centimetres. Don't jump it. It's lovely, shiny paper, a little bit slippery. Okay, let's move this out of the way. So, it's quite stiff paper, so you kind of need to give it, you need to bend it with your fingers first, then come back and do it with your bone folder. It's almost, it's kind of in the territory of Whisper White thickness. Is that word, thickness? Yes it is, isn't it? In that kind of territory. So it's, oh, you love it when I do that. Nice thick box. Okay, so if you were to make just these from 12 by 12, you're going to get 3. Like, seriously, where did my brain, can somebody return it please? My maths brain has gone. So you're going to get 3 of these per sheet of paper. I don't know what you're going to get. Is it 20? It's either 24 or 48 sheets in the pack. It's lots. You're going to get bazillions of these. Okay, so turn it this way round and you can see that there are little squares that you've scored. Might be able to see it a little bit better there. So you need to wedge all of those to get the nice sharp close. Worth taking a few extra seconds to do this, just so that the box closes nicely. We want a professionally closing box. I do love this paper, and I've never been I've never been a paper hoarder as such. I've always been one who's been very happy to cut paper. I don't buy a pack to keep and then one to chop. I buy one to use, working on the theory that I can buy more if I run out. So I'm not particularly hoarding it, but I am conscious of the projects I'm putting it on. Everything. All the projects I want to, it's going on it. Okay, so if I turn it back this way, so this is the outside. All these 6 tabs, oh, let me just show you them for a second. Can you see where I've wedged all of them? You can see those ones best of all. But I've wedged all 6 of them like that. So when I turn it back the right way up, put glue on all 6 of those. Yeah, I don't hoard paper. I will use it with abandon. Always have, because before I joined Stampin' Up, I'd never stamped in my life. I'm a real collector. I have this wonderful collecting gene in me. I'm of the age to have collected, you know, scented fragrance rubber erasers as a child. And so I didn't collect stamps because I didn't have space to store them. Okay, so you can see I've formed those up to fill the sides. So yeah, I never did stamping. I was very much a paper girl. I didn't do die cutting either. Again, it was a space issue. And actually when I first started crafting, there wasn't a big shot. There was, I don't know what this thing was called, but it was made by Sizzix, but you had to pass your die through it and then you cranked this arm down. It was a great big lever. So it went through and you kind of went crank, moved it through a bit more and cranked it down. So yeah, I was all about punches. Never used peel-offs. It was punches and paper was my thing. So yeah, I've always chopped paper. Okay, oh that's too big. Kind of meant to do the cut before I put that together. I just want to make a little... Ooh! Bounced off my face and landed in my hair. Just ready to help it open and close a bit. Okay, so we've got gapage here. That's such a technical term. That's normal. That is normal with these boxes. What a jolly good job. The beautiful embellishment kit comes with stuff. So I've got baker's twine here. Well, actually, it's more thread than baker's twine. I don't know if I can get at my Whisper White without whacking the camera. So here's Whisper White baker's twine. And this is the one that comes with it, so it's almost more thread. I might have to stock up on that just because my children are forever pulling buttons off their shirts and stuff. Okay, so I want this on a triple length, so that's 1, 2 and 3. So I want it triple thickness. Methinks I need to clean my scissors. I have a funny feeling I've just cut this a bit too short to tie a bow. I'm going in to have my nails painted tomorrow and they're a bit long right now. Lots of people ask about my nails. They are my nails but with gel polish over the top. Which makes them very, very strong and also means I don't have to fiddle around repainting my nails the whole time, but it does mean they get very long. They're waiting to be repainted. Okay, right, so I want to do some stamping. Love What You Do. So this is from this set that is part of the suite. I think I might put, yeah, I think I want to put thank you on this one, which I can't see. There it is. It's actually a bit bigger. Is it going to fit on there? These all come as part of the embellishment kit. This was the kind of stuff that I used to use back in the day. I used to use pre-die cut shapes, and I used to use framed shapes like this, and there would be 3, and I used to do wire work. Is that going to fit? Yes, it is. Bravo. Okay, so I'm going to go with Grapefruit Grove. Although I might not, I might go with Early Espresso actually. Yes. So pre-die cut shapes, big fan of them. There is a slight right way and a wrong way, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me put this on autofocus for a second. I really don't think you're going to see it, but it's just very slightly, where it's been laser cut, you've got a little bit of laser burn on one side that isn't on the other. Find something white to hold it against. You might be able to see it on these ones bigger, so it's a bit darker, and when you turn it over it's whiter. That's making so much sense to me. I don't know if it's going to make sense to you. Right, and just enough room for a few little flowers. Which one shall I put on? There's a jet going overhead, really useful. Yeah, I think I'll have that one. And then I can take just the top of the flowers. So a little bit of Grapefruit Grove. Shaking everything on my windowsill. Brilliant, just what I needed. Jet fighters going overhead. Actually, there might just have been a passenger aeroplane, a bit low. Okay. And onto here. Is it going round in circles over my head? Somebody was very sweet the other day when I said my husband was singing, and she said, it's okay, we can't hear anybody. I reckon you can probably hear that. Okay, and thank you on there. And that is a cute way to do a use up a sheet of paper. 4 by 12 inches. Lovely size box. Oh, I maybe need to make that a bit tighter, I think. Lovely size box with essentially a scrap of paper. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.